Recording in progress. Hey, look, so this is Raising the Giant. What's going on, fam? Raising the Giant by Bobby Chris. It's the last chapter, right? Chapter 18, The Fall of a Giant and the Road Back, right? So it starts off with a quote that says, if you have made mistakes, even serious ones, there's always another chance for you. What we call failure is not falling down, but the staying down, right? So there are a few things in life so devastating as having it all and losing it. I know I scaled the mountain called success and fell from its lofty cliffs. It would be easy to claim that it wasn't my fault. I didn't cause the price of oil to fall or the resulting value of my real estate holdings to collapse, but I did make the decisions which ultimately led to my own demise. The seeds of defeat are sown long before the fall itself. When I elected to lead my very much plugged in network marketing organization down a more independent path, I set the course for the future leaders of my organization to do the same. When I elected to depart from the proven methods that had stood the test of time, I eventually watered down the principles so that the messages became muted and hard to define. The ego is a powerful force. And at a very young age, I found myself the leader of a large and dynamic group of people. I was so influential, in fact, as to be considered to be a serious candidate for the United States Senate in my home state. I was feeling indestructible and 10 feet tall. The downfall of the mighty can be found in their own success. And certainly, I was a willing victim. I reached a six-figure per month income in less than 2 years from the time I really got started in the network marketing business. My downline numbered in the tens of thousands and reached an apex of over 200,000 people. I owned several homes, including a 13-acre estate in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. I had a $2.5 million Cessna Citation 2 jet with two full-time pilots to fly me anywhere at a moment's notice. I had a stable of cars, including a Rolls Royce, Ferraris, Porsches, along with a liberal sprinkling of Mercedes, motorhomes, and trucks. I owned an interest in a bank, hotels, automobile dealerships, shopping center, and various other businesses and properties. Everywhere I went, a limousine picked me up, and I stayed in the finest hotel suites. Politicians courted me, and professional athletes and movie stars envied me. The world was my oyster, and the sky was the limit. Then the sky caved in. In a matter of a few weeks, banks called notes and canceled lines of credits. My largest distributors led a revolt and fractured my once invincible group into thousands of fragments beyond repair. My income, which had been substantial, was cut in half and then in half again. Credit sources dried up and bankers refused to return calls. Speaking engagements, once a source of inexhaustible income and pride, were canceled, and overnight the world became a very dark place. I remember the final days when we were forced to leave our enormous home and watched as the trucks came and carried the luxury cars away. I remember a friend asking how I felt about losing it all, and my reply was very simple and very sincere. I started with nothing and built it once. I could do it again. Little did I realize how difficult it was going to be the second time around. It all began with a difference of style I had with my upline leadership. I couldn't tolerate an emphasis that they had chosen to make that I felt was detrimental to the long term stability and growth of my organization. What I could not see and did not want to admit was that I was using this as an excuse to exercise my own ego. It comes down sometimes to control issues. And I was ready, in my opinion, to be on my own. What the impact was going to be was out of my scope of understanding. When counseling young and up and comers today, I try to point out that it is not what you see or are aware of that kills you, but what you don't see and are blinded to that is the killer. I know firsthand the destruction that can be wrought when the big eyes get in the way. The issue comes down to loyalty. Loyalty, fidelity, devotion, reverence, respect, regard, all are words that carry so much weight in network marketing. When loyalty breaks down in an organization, the major ingredient of cohesion and continuity are missing. The ingredient, wait, when loyalty breaks down in an organization, the major ingredient of cohesion and continuity are missing, the ingredient of trust. What I did not understand is that I had broken the trust between me and my upline. I had chosen a path of independence, which would be soon duplicated by my own downline. I taught and practiced the group concept, but eventually found I was more often practicing my group concept. This is a horrible recording, but fuck it. Even though I believe that the reasons were pure and intentions were honorable, I could not have done a worse thing for my own long-term stability. When the chips were down and I needed loyalty from the ones closest to me, I couldn't get it. The adage that actions speaks louder than words is true. I had built my entire life around the concept of helping others get what they wanted, and I would get what I wanted. What I didn't want was to go from totally financially free to dead broke. Even at the top, it wasn't the homes, the cars, or the jets that impacted me most, but the success of others. However, I let my kingdom run me instead of running the kingdom. I let destiny shape my life instead of my life shaping my destiny. I took something marvelous and wonderful and turned it into a nightmare, all because of my ego. They said be kind to the people on the way up the ladder because they are the ones you'll meet on the way back down. But I went down so fast, I didn't even get to see anybody. Do you know what it's like to be totally broken? Not just hurt, but shattered. Do you know how it feels to sit alone in a dark room and stare at a wall you can't see at 3 o'clock in the morning? I remember going on a run at 2 a.m. with a foot of snow on the ground because the tension was so great I couldn't stand to lay in bed. And sleep was a thing of the distant past. Do you know what it's like to have friends turn their backs on you? To meet people on the street or in a restaurant who point their fingers at you and whisper behind your back, that's the guy that had it all and blew it. I know all too well how that feels. I know how it feels to take my kids out of private schools, put them in a car, and move them across the country to a strange new community, to a house smaller than our maids lived in before. It becomes difficult to look at your son and daughters in their eyes and know that you have taken their security away. Oh, how sweet the success and how bitter the gall of defeat. For years, I had taught that one is not known by their successes alone, but by what they do with their families. And I determined that I was going to come back, that I would never let circumstances get me down. I subscribe basically to the theory that after the age of adulthood, there simply aren't any victims, only volunteers. And I wasn't going to be a volunteer for failure. I soon realized the talent and determination that had led me up the ladder were still intact. And though I was 15 years older now, the road back was still available. So I began again. I made new friends and began to mend fences with old ones. I ate a lot of crow during the first few months, and even now find a dish being shoved my way occasionally. It is not one of the finer delicacies of life, but it never made anyone sick to eat every now and again. I realized that it was my spiritual life that had given me the strength to go on during the darkest hours, and the concepts and precepts of success were ingrained in me. All the books and all the tapes and all the seminars and meetings had made a lasting impression and would be the foundation on which I would build again. A new friend, a young lawyer slash businessman named Douglas Ridley, gave me a chance to sing my song once more, and to him and a handful of others, I will forever be grateful. To find someone whose faith is strong and whose ability to forgive is even stronger is unique in the world we live. Douglas and his beautiful wife Heather are two such people, as are my good friends Ross and Judy Pete of Canada. Someone has said that the beauty of America is in the opportunity to begin again, to be down and to get back up, to be out and to be allowed the chance to get back in, to be rich, poor, and then rich again. But it takes patience and determination and an iron will to get off the canvas after being dealt a blow and come up swinging haymakers. For many years, I flew like a young eagle who rested on a lofty mountaintop at night and soared during the day. Then came the flight over water. No island in the sun, no lofty perches to rest my wings, no fellow travelers to share the way or hear my song. Today, I search for the final island in the sun, the home where eagles go to meet and encourage one another. Once again, I feel the long and winding road of success calling. The desire to go is stronger than the urge to stay. Take one more shot at the top of the mountain and to risk failure in search of success. To take one more shot at the top of the mountain and risk failure in search of success is the call of the free, a call so certain I would never dare refuse. You're reading this book, and so I can assume you have determined to make the trip too. I look forward to meeting you on that road, for it is a road worth taking. If you have just begun your journey, or if you have been on the road for as many years as me, don't turn back. Someone may be using your tracks. To all of the many unknown friends who have said a prayer for me along the way, or shook my hand, or said kind words, I want to thank you and offer you what encouragement you may and offer you whatever encouragement you may need today. I truly believe without each other we are impotent. No matter how long or how tough your journey may have been, or maybe that in a small village on the sea in Southern California, there's an old eagle with one more flight in it who will be out here paying the price with you every day. Don't let the turkeys get you down. Soar with the eagles instead, and don't let anyone ever steal your dream. I've always loved the thoughts expressed by this piece sent to me some 20 years ago, and I hope you will find these sentiment helpful too. I will persist until I succeed. I was not delivered unto this world in defeat, nor does failure course in my veins. I am not a sheep waiting to be prodded by the shepherd or led to the slaughter. I am a lion, and I refuse to talk to walk with, or to sleep with the sheep. I will hear not those who weep and complain, for their disease is contagious. Let them join the sheep. The slaughterhouse of failure is not my destiny. That's chapter 18, Raising the Giant, Bobby, Chris. Is he even alive still? I think he died already. Not Crips, stupid. Wikipedia fool. Is it Bob Chris? Maybe I should just search Bob Chris. This book says Robert, but most of his books on the title says Bob. Amway. Is he alive? That's all I want to know. Oh, this fool got a LinkedIn. He got to be alive still. Oh shit, he definitely going on the list. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He wouldn't have a fucking LinkedIn if he wasn't. Oh shit, I'm still recording. All right, look, chapter 18, Raising a Giant, Bobby, Chris, The Fall of a Giant, and the Road Back. A I did all the rest of the chapters is on my Facebook. I'm gonna put this one on YouTube because we're really trying to boom the YouTube channel. So if you like the content, you want more content, you got some books you want me to read, subscribe to the page, like the page, share the video, and comment in the comments what book you want me to read because we're gonna be bringing a lot more books and audios to you in 2024 with, you know what I'm saying, the best like insights too. You know what I'm saying? And as we grow this channel, we're gonna have more successful people on here. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and make this a goal right now. We're gonna get Bob Chris on the channel, right? Because this book is a book that everybody needs to read, whether you're in the network marketing industry or not. Like if you just growing a business, you know, you understand that leadership is valuable and important, and it's gonna be of high importance, like to you now and in your future, and you know your success kind of depends on it, right? This is definitely a good book to read, right? Um, with all that being said, fam, you know, you have to apply yourself to supply your wealth because the only limitations you'll ever have are those you apply and accept on yourself. We'll see you at the top or from the top, but the choice is yours. That's why Jackets say follow us to freedom, fam, because you can come with us or you can get left behind. You know what I'm saying? You can get right or you can get left. It's really completely up to you. But yeah, you know what else is up to you? Like if you want to make your dreams come true, because that's up to you, right? I know that if my dreams are to be, it's up to me. And if I could like encourage you to do anything, it would be just shoot for the stars because the sky was never the limit. And even if you miss, somehow fall short of your goal, you'll land on the moon. But like if you don't hear nothing else I said, right, take this with you for the rest of the year, right? Either you're gonna have to expand your mind to match your goals, or your goals will start to shrink to match your mind. The choice is yours, family. Choose wisely. We'll see y'all on another call. Go like, subscribe, and share the YouTube channel. and it's up, fam. If you or anybody you know is looking for a way to make an extra, let's just say 40 to 60,000. Let's just say you want to add $50,000 to your income this year. I want to share with you a few simple strategies that you can use across your social media platforms that, when implemented on a consistent basis, will allow you to generate that kind of income almost passively, right? Like a full-time income without you having to go get a second job. So if that's something you'd like to hear about, you know what I'm saying? Could I show you how to earn another full-time income without having to go get another full-time job? If that's some information that will interest you, we need to talk. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna put the Calendly link in the bottom too. You know what I'm saying? Under in the comments or whatever, so that you can just hit the link, schedule your free discovery call, your introductory consultation. We're gonna, get a better understanding of where you at, where you are currently, as opposed to where you'd like to be. And I'm fully confident that we could structure a plan that'll get you that'll cover that distance, right, pretty quickly, right. That's if you're okay with applying massive action to implement this plan. But all that's for another day. I done said too much already. It's Larry Wiggins Bay, Mr. Lawful Money, aka the Bag Man. We gonna help you get from where you are to where you want to be, because my goal is your growth. Let's go. Stop recording. How many minutes was that? I don't get a timer on here nowhere.
Not bad.
Shh, I'm still recording.